We together are gonna figure out if you should become a YouTuber. Good morning, everybody. The theme of today's vlog is should you start a YouTube channel? And I'm gonna open up this vlog with a little anecdotal story of my YouTubing experience last night. So I finished editing the previous vlog at 10:30 last night. I was done editing, ready to put it on YouTube. Due to the fluctuations and spontaneity and unpredictability of the internet and the whole processing process of uploading a YouTube video, I didn't go to bed till about 1:15 in the morning because it took that long for the video to get there, and I made a pact to you guys, which is a great thing to do as a YouTuber, to have a schedule of an accountability of when you upload videos. I only got about 6.5 hours of sleep because of that, and I'm a college student, so I had to wake up early. So that is the first lesson of if you want to become a YouTuber, you need to be malleable in your sleep schedule and honor that things are going to take always longer than you predict and hope. All right, time to go to class. Another day of class.
Moment where you're looking at a natural landscape, probably in the winter for farming.
Alright, so I really want to make like a bulk of this entire vlog on the topic that I discussed before. So here's a very short montage of me working out. We together are gonna figure out if you should become a YouTuber, because I've been getting a lot of questions recently, I guess because my vlogs have had some level of success compared to my channel before I started vlogging. People are asking me, should I become a YouTuber? Do you recommend it? What's the best way to succeed and have a big YouTube channel? And in no way am I saying that I have a large YouTube channel. I'm sure to some people having 6,000 subscribers would be a lot and something to strive for, which it is. And for others, personal friends I have, that's nothing. They had that years ago. So I'm not claiming that I know any of the answers. I just know from my own experience and my own growth recently, which I'm relatively proud of, at why I'm a YouTuber and why it's working. Okay, so first things first is you need to figure out why you want to be a YouTuber. If you do want to be a YouTuber. If you don't want to be a YouTuber, you don't need to watch this. But if you do think you want to be a YouTuber, why are you doing it? The first reason that some people probably want to do it is fame. YouTube is like having a television show essentially, but you don't need anyone to produce it or give you money for it. You can do it all on your own. So people want to be known, they want to be famous. I think this is a false first reason to want to become a YouTuber. It's bound to fail. Next is money. Yes, you can make money off of YouTube. It's extremely hard to make a living off of YouTube. I know a few people within the vegan plant-based community who do it, and then there's people who are not in the plant-based community at all who make tons of money on YouTube, but it's very few and far between. It's really hard, and it's not a good first reason to want to get onto YouTube. It may be a byproduct of what happens if you have the last reason, but it's not the reason to do it. The reason to start a YouTube channel, that is the first step for you to bound to succeed, is if you have a message that you want to support and you want to promote on the internet for people to hear about. Okay, the next thing that you should figure out deciding if you want to start a YouTube channel is your channel going to be original in any way? Having a channel that already exists and mimicking after a channel that already exists is bound to fail, because why would somebody watch yours if there's another one that has more content on it, it's already established? Why would they watch you? So you need to have some form of originality, and you can have that in multiple different ways. The first one is personality. I think I fall into this category of personality because the next two are, do you have a unique original message? Not really. I am a part of the vegan movement. There's a ton of vegan channels, so my message is maybe not original. And artsy, there are so many good YouTube videos out there and vloggers that have way better artistic talent than I do. Some of you say that my quality is very good. I really appreciate that, but in terms of better filmmakers, there's tons of them out there. So I think personality is what the reason I started my channel and why I'm having success. So what that means, having original personality, are you a charismatic, unique person? Think about me. I am a dude in the vegan scene. That's already kind of a red flag of originality. I also lift weights. That's not a very common vegan, high raw, high carb thing to do. I have tattoos. I'm a college student. I'm a yoga teacher. I'm kind of a unique person. I don't know that many people exactly like me, which is why people are interested. But now let's say you have a unique message. What if your purpose in life is to liberate three-legged dogs and get more people to take in three-legged dogs as house pets instead of thinking they're weird? That's a pretty original message. I'm guessing there's not many YouTube channels like that, and that could be a reason to start one. Or if you're a freaking amazing filmmaker and artist and you can provide quality content that is super entertaining that people are gonna like, that's a reason to start it too. All right, if you found something in the last 2 points that you say, okay, check, I identify with that, so far I should be a YouTuber, here's where we get to the next part that I think a lot of people probably aren't ready for. Are you willing to be comfortable with being extremely vulnerable? For 3 main reasons. One, again, I'm catering this video to my experience with YouTube, so sure, I have some like tutorial videos or informational videos where I talk to the camera and I can stage it, I can look in however way I like, and a lot of YouTubers do that. Fully Raw Christina is a great example. Her videos are highly produced, they're really nice quality, and they're not vlog style, so she can present herself in whatever way she wants, which is great. But my videos are very raw, they're very coarse. I wake up in the morning feeling tired and put the camera in my face. And that is transparency. You need to be transparent about your life. If there's things you're hiding, if there's things that you're really not comfortable with, maybe your physical appearance or how you talk or all this stuff, it's not smart to be a YouTuber because you have to put yourself out to the world where everyone can see it. What are there, like 1 billion users on YouTube? It'd be awesome if 1 billion people were watching your videos. They probably won't at the beginning, but you gotta be cool with transparency. Next, YouTube comments. YouTube is a social media platform, just like Facebook or Snapchat. It's people getting together, sharing ideas. But because most YouTube users don't have a channel where they put content on, they can give you the craziest comments ever, be rude and tear you apart. You can go to their channel and you know nothing about them. You can't see their face. You don't even know what their name is. So people are so mean on YouTube. I mean, the amount, like I have a very tame YouTube channel. If you look down in my comments, maybe you'll find 1 or 2 hater comments per video. People are really nice to me, but you need to be ready to get bad comments. I've gotten bad comments before, people saying I have no gains, why am I giving lifting advice, I'm a vegan wussy, all this mean-spirited, hateful stuff. You need to be okay with that. Personally, I think this is a good and a bad thing. I wouldn't say I'm an extremely egotistical person, but I got ego there, I absolutely do, and a lot of times I'm really proud of what I do. I think I'm right a lot of times, and that's why I'm actually really good for YouTube, because a lot of the comments that I get that are people putting me down, I say those people are just haters living in their mom's basement, and I'm not gonna take that to heart. This is a serious issue with a lot of people who start a YouTube channel, and they're like, oh my god, people are being so mean to me, I need to just drop this altogether. I really don't care what people think about me, so one of the huge things is you should not, if you want to be a YouTuber, you can't really care what people think about you. Alrighty, next piece of advice is patience. Patience is crucial if you want to be a successful YouTuber. It takes time to build up a following, okay? It takes time to do it, even if your videos are amazing, which guess what? When you start making movies, they probably won't be. But even when they are, it still takes a lot of time for people to see your channel. And number 2 with patience is work. You need to put so much work into it because, as I said, if you've never made movies before, they're not going to be good at the start. The video quality is going to be bad, maybe the content will be bad, the storytelling will be bad, the editing will be bad, and that's okay, but you need to be willing to work so hard and be patient, not only with the time to build up a following, but patient with yourself, that knowing every single day you make a video, you're getting 1 step closer to becoming the best filmmaker you can possibly be. So you need to be patient and you need to work really hard. So speaking of patience, we're now gonna go over to my computer and I'm gonna show you guys my YouTube analytics just to give you guys an idea of how patient I guess I am and what my sort of success rate has been. All right, everyone, talk about transparency. Here are my YouTube analytics. So this is the page that I look at to see the growth of my channel, what's going on, how much money I'm making, how many views I'm getting. So here's like the front page. As you can see right there, I have 5,985 subscribers, pretty cool. By tomorrow morning, I'll definitely have 6,000. And on my entire channel, over a year I've been making videos, I have 249,000 views. But we'll get into the fact that I pretty much had my channel dormant for many months. So let's go to analytics here. All right, so let's start out by looking at subscribers. This is just the last 30 days. I'm gonna go back to like when my channel started. This is gonna be pretty cool. So what you guys are seeing right now is the start of my channel right here, all the way for over a year, a little bit over a year, about 14 months to my first vlog date. I think I did my first vlog of, this last 4 months of vlogging, what I consider kind of serious vlogging, was right there. It was 14 months later, and you can see I had a total of 2,500 subscribers the day that I started to vlog. Now let's move forward to what I have now. So it's been 4 months since I've put out the first vlog, and my channel has grown from 2,500 subscribers to, as you guys saw, almost 6,000. So that's a lot of growth. So it's actually closer to 5 months that I've been vlogging, which means in the last 5 months, my channel, compared to the first 14 months, has grown 240%. And you guys have to remember that right here when I started my channel, I had big visions. I had big dreams of being a big, famous, awesome YouTuber. I had to wait 14 months until I really started to buckle down to see this awesome growth that I have now, where I'm averaging currently about 60 subscribers every single day for the last maybe week, and it's going up and up. Okay, we're almost done here. This is what not to worry about when you're considering starting a YouTube channel, things that truly don't matter, but I think a lot of people think they're barriers, but they're really not. The first thing is tech. What camera? Do you have a nice camera? Do you have nice editing software? That does not matter. What does matter is that you do have a filming capability. If you're somewhere that you don't have a cell phone or you don't have a camera, starting a YouTube channel is probably not the best idea. But if you just have an iPhone or a phone that takes relatively good quality video, you are qualified in the tech range to start a YouTube channel. A great example, Casey Neistat, one of my absolute inspirations for vlogging. He's a master. People criticize me all the time that I steal all of his style, which is sort of a compliment. But he talks all the time that he had a show on HBO back maybe 5 years ago that was shot on literally a point-and-shoot camera from Walmart that costs less than the vlogging camera that I'm using right now. And he had a show on HBO. So tech does not matter. If you have a good story to tell, if you are qualified in all the other things we've talked about in this video so far, you don't need high-quality camera. It can help. Not saying it doesn't help. I love to get a nice camera, but it's not a barrier to have you to not make a YouTube channel. Next is personal looks. Like, are you presentable? That doesn't matter. YouTube is about sharing your story, being authentic. You don't need to think that you're sexy or attractive or have a certain look in order to start a channel. You can just, if you are authentic in who you are and have a message to spread, and again, are qualified in all the other categories we talked about, you can start one. Next is movie editing skills. I edit all of these vlogs on iMovie. I'm kind of embarrassed about that. I want to upgrade to like Final Cut or Adobe or something, just because there's probably more options. But iMovie is free software if you have a Mac. It doesn't cost you a penny, and I edit all of my vlogs, which people say are pretty good quality in terms of the edits. I do it all on iMovie. One other thing that I didn't write down but is important is you don't even necessarily need to have that interesting of a life. Now, some people can argue that my life is interesting, but day to day, I'm a college student. You guys have been watching my vlogs. I do similar shit every single day. But because I always share something from my heart, because I have put in a lot of work to get good editing skills, and now I know how to do it, people like to watch authentic people sharing stories. And even if your life is going to work every single day, if you just share how you're feeling and you bring up the thoughts in your head, even if your day-to-day life is pretty boring, you can still have a YouTube channel. Okay, if you've watched everything up to here, you clearly care about starting a channel. Now we finally get to talk about success. First things first, You need to be yourself. Look at the top YouTube channels. Look at Durian Rider, look at Freely, look at Vegan Gains. Look at all of those people. They're so authentic in who they are in their videos. It's weird and bonkers and crazy, but they express themselves. They're not trying to put on a, persona. That's for TV. They are extremely authentic. They are themselves, and that's why they're successful. Next, again, those exact YouTubers that I mentioned, they are consistent. They put out videos all of the time. As you guys saw in the analytics, I only started getting a lot of followers, that 240% growth, when I started vlogging with a schedule. I said to you guys, I made a pact that I'm gonna put up a video every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and I've done that for the last 20 weeks, and my channel has grown, because people are not gonna subscribe to you if you don't put up a video for a month. Like, it's not worth it. Next, you need to be a curious person. If you're not curious and adventurous, your channel is going to be boring because you're not learning too. So you need to be interested in the world. You need to be interested about learning new things. And lastly, you need to be relevant. A perfect example of someone who is relevant and has consistent growth is Happy Healthy Vegan. My friends Angie and Ryan, they're always like the first YouTube channel to come out with sort of a hot topic video. Like a great example was the WHO meat causes cancer, which is freaking obvious, study that just came out. They were like the first channel I saw on YouTube that responded to the current event. So responding to current events and being relevant is really important in your channel. Because there is an aspect of being a YouTuber that is trying to get people to watch your videos on current events topics. If you talk about something that happened a month ago, you're not going to get as many hits as if you put it up, the day or the week it happened. Okay, what else do I have to say? I think that's pretty much it so far. Should you start a YouTube channel? To summarize everything, if you are a passionate person that wants to spread your message and you feel like you have good ideas and you have a voice but nobody's listening, YouTube is an awesome thing to do, and you should just start one. Just be accountable and put up a video, put up a who you are video, or my vegan story, something that's kind of trending and that people like to watch. Even if you're not vegan, which is totally fine. If you have a message that you want to promote, or you want to have a voice in something, just put up a video and see how it goes. You really don't have much or anything to lose. As long as you're authentic, you're not bashing people, you're not mean to people, putting out a video and putting out consistent videos, what do you have to lose? Just start doing it, try it. If it's too much work for you and you feel like not enough people are watching, and maybe you get a comment that's bad and it really hurts your feelings, then you realize, okay, YouTube's not for me. You can delete your channel. It's very easy. You can absolutely make an impact in the world by starting a YouTube channel. Just do it. All right, you guys, I hope you thought that was helpful. I am now gonna go teach a yoga class. Oh, I'm such a vlogging loser. I just put down this delicious, beautiful at one point in its life, butternut squash with some cinnamon and brown sugar and pomegranates. And I roasted all of that. It was so good. Got a little rice, beans, green split peas, and a couple of heads of romaine that I ate. Yeah, that's the problem. When I come back from teaching yoga, I'm like so ravenously hungry, and I forget to vlog, despite that the theme of today's vlog is, should you become a YouTuber and how to succeed? Here's another tip. If you have a food-focused vlog, you should probably show the meals that you're eating. And I guess I showed you guys some of it, but it was a lot prettier in the beginning. Okay, well, I need to work a lot tonight. It's 8 o'clock. I'll probably work until midnight, probably. I have a lot to get done. I need to go, not to bed at all. I wish I could go to bed after eating that wonderful meal, but I have to edit a bunch of things. I have to work on a bunch of online stuff. I gotta crank it out because, as we learned from this video, being a YouTuber takes a lot of work. Being a social media person takes a lot of work, but it's rewarding and it's fun. Much love, everybody. Dream extreme.